Today we will discuss the conditional execution. Conditional execution is actually same that we use if for example you have already used if in Excel. So if command is actually best form of the conditional execution. To understand what is the conditional execution, it's better that we have some understanding of the Boolean expression. What is a Boolean expression? A Boolean expression is an expression that ends in either true or false. For example, see, if we say 5 is equal to 5, 5 is 5 true. If we say 5 is equal to 6, it will be false, of course, because 5 is not equal to 6. If we say 5 is greater than 6, it's a false. If we say 6 is 6 is less than equal to 5, you'll see what will happen. False. False or true. Okay. So we see what the true is of type what. When we evaluate true or false or Boolean actually. Okay. So Boolean expression, of course, an expression is actually similar to an equation in mathematical equation. So a Boolean expression is an expression that ends either in true or false. Okay. Then e double equal to is of course an comparison operator. There are so many comparison operator. For example, greater than is a comparison operator, less than, greater than or equal to, x is y, x is y mean x is same as y, x is not y mean x is not same as y. So these are called the comparison operators. Similarly, we have another type of operator, which is the logical. There are actually the three uh, logical operator: and, or, and, not. And, or, not. With three actually. For example, see if we say x is equal to 2, and then say x is greater than, and x is greater than 0, and x is less than 0. So here we actually meet if we meet the two conditions. For example, x is greater than 0, of course 2 is greater than 0, and x is less than, then of course then it will be true. If only two conditions, Boolean expressions, this first and second, are true, only then it will be true. For example, if we say f is greater than, see, so you know this is false, this is wrong, and what will happens? It will be false. Why? Because one of the expression is false. Okay, keep in mind. But or means either one is true. If either one is true, or the result of or operator will be true. For example, see if we say or, if we say or greater than, you will see it's true. Even if we say greater than c, again it will be true. Why? Because the condition is our logical operator is true when either one is true. Okay. Here's another example. N is equal to 7, and we know that if n is n reminder 2, and then, so it's mean we're saying either n is divided by 2 or 3. If anyone is true, it will give you true, but unfortunately here it will give the false, because both are the false. Both are actually false. There is another operator called not, which is a negate operator. Negate operator, it just change the, for example, if we say that x is greater than y, x is greater than y, it will be true. Now we just reverse or negate that. You will see it if it is true, it will give you the false. If it is false, if it will give you the true. Now we're coming towards our main topic, conditional execution. You see, if we see the if statement, if, and this is the actually condition Boolean expression. If the Boolean expression will be true, then this column mean the next is a statement. You have to give the statement in statement in if command. Uh, if the Boolean expression is true, this condition will be executed. For example, if say x is minus 10, if x is greater than f is positive, x is positive. Otherwise, you will say not. It's not. It will have no answer. For example, if you say if it's no, you will see x is positive. Keep in mind, it's necessary that you must provide any statement. If you don't provide any statement, it will give you error. For example, see there is an error. Just avoid that error. You have to print over the only pass. When you say pass, it, it will not yield into any error. So keep in mind that after if command, you have to give any type of uh, statement. Now coming toward alternative execution it means when you have only two possibilities. For example, if you say that x equal 9 and you are telling us that uh, either x is true or false, as you know that if x is x remainder 2 is equal to 0, it means it's even, because when a number is only divided by the 2, then it is even. If the remainder is 1, it means it's odd. So see, if you say x remainder 2 is equal to 0, then print x is equal to even. Else otherwise print x is equal to odd. And you will see it's odd. If you put over there 10, what will happen? It's x is even. It's the style if Boolean expression colon statement else. For if so the logic is it will first of evaluate the Boolean expression. If this expression is true, it only actually will even and quit actually. If for example x is if it's 9, for example, which means first condition not true, it will go to the second condition else and execute the else. Then in the same way, if we have more than one possibilities, then in this case we call chain condition. Chain condition means, for example, if x is equal to 10, y is equal to 2, you know that there are three possibilities: either x is greater than y, or y is less, y is greater, y, y is, x is less than y, or x is greater than y, or x is equal to y. Okay, so here we say if x is less than y, then print x is less than y. Else if no, elif is actually abbreviation of else if. Elif x is greater than y, so print x is greater than y. Else, otherwise, print x equal to y, and you will see what will happen. X is greater than y. Similarly, if we put 15 over there, what will happen? You will see x is less than y. So it's a chain. Now the third type is actually a nested condition. A nested condition is when you give the condition within a condition. For example, if you said repeating the chain into nested, for example, x is equal to 5, y is equal to 10. You say if x is equal to y, it's a, if these two don't go to the else. Okay, else if x is not equal to y, then else and you give if another condition. If x is less than y, print x is less than y, else x is greater than y. So you see here actually this if is nested in this in first if. Okay, let's play this when you see exercise. Another type, another kind is, for example, if you're looking for a positive single digit number, then you say if if x is greater than zero, and and so it's a first. If first condition is true, then go to the second condition. If x is less than 10, if these two conditions are met, then print it. So keep in mind that in nested condition, this first condition is true, and then it goes to the second condition. Okay, ji? Otherwise, if first is condition is true, it executes statement and go to the uh, and actually quit. But in simple cases, but now in this case actually nested mean if first condition is true, then go to second condition. Otherwise, skip the other kind of thing. Okay. So you see, X positive. Why? Because we give over there x equal to 5. So we get x is equal to actually 12. What will happen? It will be will quit. It only will be there when you it only we only execute it when you give it as positive single digit. Okay. There is another subtle way, another beautiful way is that instead of putting these nested condition, you just you just club these two statements into one. For example, uh, see, a logical operator often provide a simply nested condition in and operator. For example, you say if x is greater than zero and x is less than zero, then put symbol number. So you see. So this is actually a very simple way how you put the this kind of statements. So it's a very easy way. Instead of instead of nesting things, you actually club these two conditions. Uh, condition so condition into an and operator. Just if you actually club these two conditions and by these condition with and command, it will give you a better result and easy understanding.